am Karen Smith with, we're not supposed to say our company name, so I'm with Ichi Each Real Estate. And you'll see I always have on white sunglasses. So what I'm here to talk to you about today is something that has been my mainstay since I was born. I was born going, yee-haw, yippee, I love life, I love today. Has anybody seen that video on Facebook where the little girl gets on there and she's from the mirror and she's going, I love my mom, I love my dad, I love my sister, love my brother, love my house, love my job. I do that every day. Love my hair. Well, I don't say I love my thighs. That's the only thing I don't do. But what I want you to do to start it off, and I'm going to tell you my story in a minute, please get your affirmation. You all have an affirmation. Does everybody have an affirmation? Sibo?
This doesn't apply to me at all.
It applies to you for everything you do.
It's true, I'm a winner.
Okay, you're a winner. Okay? Everybody got it? Okay, I want everybody to repeat this with me. Insert your name. I, Karen, am an honest, y'all are pitiful. Come on. I, Karen, am an honest, intelligent, goal-directed, organized, responsible, committed, punctual individual. I'm a highly motivated, optimistic, enthusiastic, positive, focused self-starter. I'm decisive, disciplined, persistent, knowledgeable, creative, resourceful, team player who makes good choices. I'm an emotionally intelligent, confident believer and an extra miler. I'm energized, have great self-control, healthy self-image, and manage myself well. These are the qualities of the winners I was born to be. And by using them every day, I will maintain my momentum and have employment security in a no-job security world. They will also enable me to get more out of things money can buy and money things that money cannot buy. Okay. Woo! Okay. All right. I am going to sit down, Chris, smart aleck. Okay. Okay, what I want to talk to you about a little bit is I want to tell you a little bit of my story, and then I'm going to tell you how I got here. We kind of joke a lot in my office and in other circles that I'm extremely enthusiastic and I'm a little subdued tonight because I was a little nervous, to be honest with you. But I'm very enthusiastic, I'm very happy, and I wake up like this. Is that not true, Brittany?
Yes.
And they don't like me. My kids don't like me. But the thing about it is, when you're enthusiastic, sometimes people will follow you wherever you're going, and then when they get there, they go, she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. But it's too late to leave. It's too late for them to leave me. So they stay with me, and it's been exciting. But I want to tell you a little story and tell you why I'm here. When I was 10 years old, I lived in a very extremely tumultuous alcoholic home. Nothing around me was what you would have as a normal life. No structure, no parents or a parent that could hold the whole house down and have something that a child could be secure in. It's very negative. I'm the only alive member of my family that has not been dead from alcoholism and or drug addiction. I'm the only surviving member. So at 10 years of age, I looked around my house and I said, I'm not going to live this way. I'm doing something different. So I went to the library and I got Booker T. Washington. I got Norman Vincent Peale, which I have memorized backwards and forwards. I pulled out one of my big books of that this morning. Emmett Fox. This is one of my books I've read so much that it's about gone. As a man thinketh, so is he. So I started reading things like that, and I started believing it. And I started thinking, you know what? I can do anything I want to do. I can be anything I want to be. I'm just going to do something. But let me regress a minute, because this is kind of the funny part of my life. When I was 6 years old, I used to give speeches in the bathtub naked. I won't do that now. I would have done that a few years ago, possibly, but not now. But you know, I did. I would stand up in my tub, and I would just give motivational speeches in my tub, and I'd go, you can be anything you want to be. You can go anywhere you want to go, and you just got to believe in yourself, and you got to take enough people with you. So I'm a firm believer in what Zig Ziglar says. Zig Ziglar says you can have anything in life you want if you'll just help enough other people get what they want. You can have any, and that's anything, y'all. I mean, anything. It doesn't matter if you're in real estate. It doesn't matter if you're marketing. If you're marketing again, you're a doctor. No, it doesn't matter. If you get up every day and say, for me, this is what I do. I say, Lord, use me today. What can I do? Where can I be of service? So for me, service-oriented leadership became my way of life at a very early age. And I didn't mean to be a leader, but I always ended up being a leader with everything I did, whether it be cheerleading or Mary Kay or anything like that. I ended up being the leader because I just had to be. I wanted to take everybody with me to the top. I wanted them to go with me. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. As I got older, I always had that positive attitude, and I had the positive attitude with no altitude. I did not have any money. And this is a true story. I used to buy cars that cost $500. So I had 3 children, Britt, Sheldon, and Scotty. And my bonus kids came later. But I had those 3 kids, and we could buy cars that cost $500. My very expensive car was $800 because that's what I could afford. I went to my job. I worked full-time in school. I also worked full-time and went to school to be a teacher, be an educator. And I would drive every day to Bay Point for my little traveling tavern wanks job. And it was really funny on the days it rained because my car was convertible and the top did not work. So it was a community project. To go to work every day, this is the truth, Brittany can really understand this, I would have to hold the top down with one hand, drive with the other, and Brittany had the right side. And Scotty one day is in the back, he's going, Mama, my feet are wet, my feet are wet. And Brittany says, Scotty, Mama told you when it's raining you have to keep your foot off the floor. You know that, duh. So that's the way I lived. But lucky for me, everywhere I went, because of my reverse paranoia, you know what that is? I believe that everybody's out to help me. I believe that everywhere I go, that somebody's going to help me. And you know what? That has been my experience. I went, say Libby. Libby Sipple was a patron at Bay Point at the golf course. And she knew I was going to school. She knew I had 3 children. She didn't know how I was coming to work every day because I kept that a secret. I didn't want people to know how poor I really was. So she would say, you can do it, you can do anything, I'm so proud of you. So it's almost like God just puts these lovely little people along my path that want to help me. And that's what's happened for me. Fast forward, I have no longer does my power get turned off. I will say, and Hugh will tell you this, I still had this butterfly. If I walk into my house and the lights are off, I go, oh my God, it's power off. Because we used to spend nights with Ann Lahan. She would let me go to her home and stay there because we didn't have any power or water. And the most beautiful feeling this week, I went into that store in the carousel today and I went, oh my gosh, I'm no longer having to charge groceries so I can feed my children. I actually own a home right down the road. And it's so amazing, y'all. It's such a blessing. But the cool thing about it is, all through the years, I always knew I could. Because every day I got up and I did these journals every day. When I was 10 years old, I wrote things like, I am having a great month in spite of all man-made obstacles. I'm fortified with resolve because God is working things through me and for me. I have a well-run business. Business is booming. Our team is fabulous and moving ahead with great numbers and success this month. Live abundantly. There are no limitations. This was right after the oil spill. Isn't that funny? I opened my business. Baby boom? Okay. So to wrap it up, that's great. I'm so happy because I don't want to talk any longer than this. But so I guess the whole point of this crazy mumbo jumbo of things is that I hope you know that the majority of people in leadership, the majority of people that have achieved something were very unrealistic people. I never want anybody to say to me, Karen, you're not being realistic. And I go, hallelujah. I never want to be realistic because realistic people really never accomplish much of anything. You have to figure out what it is you want. For me, and I'm going to backtrack a little bit, and it's kind of gushy. Forgive me, Warren. My kids do make fun of me for being kind of gushy, and that's okay. I think they like it secretly. But when I was 10 years old in that room and I was looking around the chaos around me, I said this prayer that I kind of thought in my head. I thought, Lord, what I want to do with the rest of my life is every day make life brighter and sweeter for everybody I come in contact with, and happiness will come to me not because I seek to absorb it, because I seek to radiate it. And it'll come to me in its truest and best and brightest form. And that is what has happened for me. So what has happened now in my role of leadership through the years, I've learned that I have to be authentic in what I do. I have to believe in it with all my heart. I believe in all these precious people. Y'all, I love my babies. I call them my babies. You know, all my people at Each Real Estate. They are so sweet and they're so loving. And so we tell people, if you don't want to be loving and kind and giving, you can't work for us. You really can't. And our motto that we live by, and it's a motto that I've patterned my life after, and I've patterned my business after, and leadership is, the only people we have to get even with in life are those that have helped us. So if it doesn't pass that test, if I'm looking at something in business or in my life, if it doesn't pass that test, then I cannot do it. So I hope that you gathered something from that, and I'm going to do some other series of other things that I'm going to talk about the different specifications of how you get here. But for me, my most big thing that I've done is I believed I could. I listened to others who could tell me I could. If you were negative, I have nothing to do with you. I do not want to hear why something can't happen. I want to hear why can it happen. Every time. And I've been blessed with a beautiful husband, great bonus children, amazing kids who have had me on my knees a lot. But I want to end with this. Passion is required in every field of success. Your passion says that it's a strong emotion, it's an ardent love, it's a zeal, it's an eager desire, and it's a hope, and it's a joy. It's positive, controllable, and energizing. And please remember that the only way that you can keep what you've got is to give it away.